Recently on US election, Joe Biden won the election and became US president, whereas for the first time a woman became vice president of US. Ms. Harris has marked a name in the history by becoming the first woman vice president. Her journey of life isn't easy. Ms. Harris was born to two immigrant parents, daughter of an Indian mother and Jamaican father. Her father, Donald Harris, was from Jamaica and her mother, Shamla Gopalan, a cancer researcher and civil rights activist from Chennai. She, however, defined herself simply as American. Harris was born in Oakland and grew up in Berkeley. She spent her high school years living in French-speaking Canada. Her mother was teaching in McGill University in Montreal. She attended college in the US, spending 4 years at Howard University, which she has described as among the most formative experiences of her life. After Harvard, she went on to earn her law degree at the University of California, Hastings, and began her career in the Alameda County District Attorney's Office. Harris married attorney Douglas Imhoff. Harris is a stepmother to Imhoff's two children from his previous marriage. Before becoming the vice president, she has been a country district attorney, the district attorney for San Francisco, the first woman and the first African American and Indian origin to be elected to this position. In 1990, Harris was hired as Deputy District Attorney in Alameda County, California. In 1994, she was appointed to the State Unemployment Insurance Appeals Board and later to the California Medical Assistance Commission. Harris took a 6-month leave of absence in 1994 from her duties as prosecutor, then afterwards resumed as prosecutor during the years she sat on the boards. In February 1998, San Francisco District Attorney Terence Hallinan recruited Harris as an assistant district attorney. There she became the chief of the career criminal division, supervising 5 other attorneys, where she prosecuted homicide, burglary, robbery, and sexual assaulted cases. In August 2000, Harris took a new job at San Francisco City Hall. Working for City's attorney Louis Wren, Harris ran the Family and Children's Service Division representing child abuse and neglected cases. In 2002, Harris prepared to run for district attorneys of San Francisco against Hallinan and Bill Fazio. In the summer of 2005, Harris created an environmental crimes unit and also created a hate crimes unit focusing on hate crimes against LGBT children and teens in schools. In early 2006, a 17-year-old American Latin transgender teenager, Gwen Araujo, was murdered by 2 men who later used the gay panic defense before being convicted of second-degree murder. Harris subsequently supported the Gwen Justice for Victims Act, advocating that California's penal code include jury instruction to ignore bias, sympathy, prejudice, and public opinion making their decision. Also making mandatory for district attorney's office in California to educate prosecutors about panic strategies. Harris has said life imprisonment without parole is a better and more cost-effective punishment than the death penalty. Many pressurized Harris to reverse that position, but she did not. Polls found that 70% of voters supported Harris' decisions. In 2006, as a part of an initiative to reduce the city's skyrocketing homicide rate, Harris led a citywide effort to combat truancy for at-risk elementary school youth in San Francisco. In 2008, Harris issued citations against 6 parents whose children missed at least 50 days of school, the first time San Francisco prosecuted adults for student truancy. She became the top prosecutor for San Francisco in 2003, before being elected the first woman and the first black person to serve as a California's Attorney General in 2010, the top lawyers in America's most populous state. She was the first candidate to declare her intentions to run for Boxer's Senate seat. Harris officially announced the launch of her campaign on January 13, 2015. Harris was a top contender from the beginning of her campaign. In February 2016, the California Democratic Party voted as its convention to endorse Harris, who received nearly 80% of the vote. June 7, Harris became in first with 40% of the vote and won with pluralities in most countries. On July 19, President Barack Obama and Vice President Joe Biden endorsed Harris. On November 2016 election, Harris defeated Sanchez, capturing over 60% of the vote, and where she promised to protect immigrants from the policies of President Donald Trump and announced her intention to remain Attorney General through the end of 2016. In her nearly 2 terms in the office as Attorney General, Harris gained a reputation as one of the rising stars of the Democratic Party. She was selected as California's junior US Senator in 2017. On January 21, 2019, Harris officially announced her candidacy for President of the United States in the 2020 United States presidential election. August 11, 2020, Biden announced that he had chosen Harris. She is the first African American, the first Indian American, and the third woman to be picked as the vice presidential nominee for a major party ticket. Following the election of Joe Biden and US President in the 2020 presidential election, Harris will assume office as the Vice President of the United States. January 2021, she will be the first female Vice President as well as the first person of the color to hold the post since Charles Curtis. She will also be the third person with acknowledged non-European ancestry to reach one of the highest office in the executive branch after Curtis and Obama. Harris has written 2 non-fictional books, Smart on Crime on 2009 and The Truth We Hold on 2019, and 1 children's book on 2019, Superheroes Are Everywhere. In 2005, the National Black Prosecutor Association awarded Harris with Thurgood Marshall Award, and in 2006, Harris was awarded by Howard University Outstanding Alumni Award for extraordinary work in the field of law and public service. This is truly a remarkable win for the future of America.